Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So unfortunately, we are seeing some new lows for XRP, guys. It's still not the worst thing in the world right now. XRP trading at 61.7. But, what I had feared before, well, it's not really a fear, but just taking a look at this fractal pattern here, discussing this possibility that we could, in fact, go down to lower lows, bringing us back into a level of support that was former resistance before. Here, let me just bring up this chart here so I can show you guys 55, 56, 57 cents. It looks as though we are moving lower, but guys, it's not the end of the world. XRP is still up significantly compared to other coins since the beginning of the year. Let's just take a look at Bitcoin real quickly. Bitcoin still not really moving too much, just kind of trading sideways, still in and around $29,000 per BTC. You can see that sideways momentum has been pretty consistent since late July. Again, this is Bitcoin on the hourly. We haven't really seen too much in terms of ups and downs. We've seen some dips, we've seen some peaks, but ultimately just kind of retracing back here, 29,000 per BTC. That seems to be the status quo at this moment in time. Quentin here posting this. It's really that simple. And so I feel like this is one of the better depictions of the crypto market. And I feel like this is a great example to show people what crypto markets have done in the past and, explaining to them why this year is like other years in crypto. This person, whoever it was, I don't know if it was Quentin himself or somebody else, but this person here actually created a chart to show you guys how similar the trends were in certain years, and when we consider those years the the bear years, the pre-bull years, the first bull cycle, and the second bull cycle. And it goes back all the way to 2011. So we can see here 2011, 2012. This one here was a little different because it was a truncated bull market. 2012 has two charts here, and then 2013, that final blow off top, it got a little more standardized by 2014. So 2014 was the bear market. We could see basically the market was basing in 2015. By 2016, we started to see momentum upward. Then 2017, boom, that was the big push to new all-time highs. 2018, we saw a full bear market. And then 2019, this is the one many of us lived through. 2019 saw that push up, a bit of a retracement, similar to where we are today, guys, in 2023. And then 2020 was the first bull move up, followed by 2021, where Bitcoin hit new all-time highs. Now, I know many of us have lived through the 22 bear market, and now we are in 2023. So this is, again, like that pre-bull rally. Basically, the entire crypto space either trading sideways or up a little bit, down a little bit. It's kind of the most frustrating time because we've already, spent an entire year in a bear market, and so we're just trying to find our footing right now. But here's where we are, guys. So if you were here in 2019, maybe you remember some similarities to how this felt, but I can assure you, not with 100% certainty always. Nothing is set in stone, but I have a feeling 2024 is going to feel a lot better. And of course, 2025, that's when we're going to see that push to higher highs. Now, we've also been getting news that is, I guess, negative for the crypto space, although it isn't really moving the space. Huobi insolvency rumors are linked to bulk USDT selling by Binance. So Adam Cochran was speculating on this about the financial stability of cryptocurrency exchange Huobi, suggesting that the firm may be insolvent due to disparities in its Tether holdings. Cochran's examination of Huobi's Merkle tree audit indicates only 90 million is held in Huobi's accounts, while the exchange's users believe they own 631 million worth of USDT. The discrepancy is concerning as the Merkle tree audit stopped updating last month. According to Cochran, the shortfall in Huobi's USDT assets may be linked to actions taken by Justin Sun, a prominent figure in the cryptocurrency world and founder of the Tron network. Sun is accused of using Huobi's users' assets to support his decentralized finance applications, thereby inflating the yield to attract more deposits into Huobi. So I don't know who's going to be looking into this. However, it is still just rumors right now. And that's the thing. They're just that. We're going to get rumors all the time. It really hasn't changed the entire crypto space. Bitcoin's always, the best indicator of where crypto is going. However, I've got up here the total market cap right now. We've got the total market cap at about 1.12 trillion. And just on the chart, just in general, you guys can see higher lows, higher highs over the last, we'll say month or so. We'll say over the last little while, about a month or so, since the end of June. We've been basically trading sideways. We've been seeing a bit of a spike here, but again, nothing really out of the ordinary. I think we could in fact see a lower market cap before we see another high. That's just my opinion. At least that's what I think, just based on what we are seeing today. This could change at the drop of a hat. So guys, that's what we're seeing. XRP in particular, though, has seen its third ever golden cross. This one brought to us by Alex Cobb here. The value of XRP soared to new multi-month highs after the token received a significant boost from Ripple and the SEC, of course. And although the token has experienced a partial correction in the recent weeks, XRP's technical indicators are showing promising bullish signs. In this line, cryptocurrency analyst Metaco XRP in a post on the Twitter platform made a significant observation, pointing out that XRP had formed a rare golden cross. And guys, this golden cross is only the third in the asset's history. And here was the Metaco tweet here. XRP prints a rare golden cross. This has only been seen twice before with XRP in history. The appearance of this golden cross should well lead to a prolonged bull market that is unprecedented, he said. So here is the chart, guys. You guys can see, if I punch in here, you guys can see 2017 was that first crossover where the red line crosses over the green line. Obviously, that was punctuated by a pump here. It crossed back over here when we saw the downturn, but then again over here when we saw the beginning of the rally to this new high here, $1.96. That was the top of the bull market in 2021. And then the crossover again. But guys, we are looking at it once again. The crossover, obviously XRP price has been performing quite well for the month of July because of the SEC lawsuit. Yes, we are retracing, guys, but we are still seeing higher lows. So, I mean, that's a positive indicator. Notably, this technical pattern occurs when a short-term moving average crosses above the long-term. So just explaining what that is. I probably don't have to go over the rest of this. I think the visual does speak volumes. So what are we to expect next? Again, we could expect another XRP pump. Again, and again, it's going to depend too on macro bullish moves. So 2023, the beginning, 24 and 25, obviously we're going to see a lot more there. And this is why for my patrons, right, I'm explaining why I'm diversifying into other cryptocurrencies. For a list of those cryptos, you guys can see me on Patreon, patreon.com/working money channel. Because in some cases, right, we see these coins just kind of take off for no reason. And some of them will explode in 2023, some will explode in 24, and some will explode in 25. We just don't know, but we got to be ready. We got to be poised. Overall macro trends, though, look like they are on target. So wanted to thank Quentin here, of course, Alex Cobb, and Metaco XRP here for posting that originally. Tim here also posting this. I don't know if you guys caught this. I saw this the other day. I think it was courtesy of Dodler for XRP. He sent me this video about the ledger being compromised. And I know a couple months ago we did get news that there was this backdoor to the ledger, and Ledger had to do a bunch of damage control there. Basically, though, there's no backdoor. Everything is secure. Apparently, though, this XRP investor alleges she lost thousands of tokens from Ledger. In a shocking development, an anonymous XRP investor recently shared a distressing account on YouTube after thousands of XRP were stolen from her Ledger wallet. The investor became suspicious when she plugged her investor wallet into her laptop and only saw a balance of 10 XRP. I've got the video up here. I'm not going to play you guys the video. It is 4 minutes, 43 seconds long, but I will link it here if you guys want to watch the full thing. In the video, though, she does say she contacted customer support and they went through, the motions, the typical things. And she even tried to reinstate her ledger through her private key. So she got another one and tried to restore her keys onto a new device, thinking maybe it was the device, but to no avail. So 10 XRP left on the balance sheet. I've never heard of anything like this before. What I wanted to remind you guys, because one of my patrons also asked me about this, asked me if I saw this, and so I think I should probably address it for everyone here. Not entirely sure, but it could in fact be that she downloaded one of those Chrome extensions that was malware created by hackers, because hackers are getting very crafty these days. I know Ledger did put out an announcement last month or so saying, there is this extension that's floating around the Google store that that appears to be that it's from Ledger. So if you guys have downloaded any extension from the Google store or whatever, a Chrome extension for your Chrome, your Google Chrome browser that you think is from Ledger, delete it immediately. This is not a real product from Ledger. And so this could be the reason. I can't think of anything else. I have not heard this occurring to anyone else. So stay vigilant, XRP community. I just wanted to bring you guys that cautionary tale. And again, I will link this video in the description if you want to watch this video and see what happened to her. And maybe, I don't know, maybe something similar happened to you and you're just questioning what the heck is going on. Cowboy Crypto here posting this. We recently got news of Ripple joining the ISDA board, okay, swaps and derivatives. Cowboy Crypto, though, here adding some more information to this, okay. Sunil Bakshi is on the board of directors for international swaps and derivatives. This is the ISDA board, which Ripple just joined. He also happens to be the president and CEO of Citigroup Global Markets in Japan at Citi. Now, we know Ripple has a direct partnership with Citi, and we know they are a big player in Japan. Well, check this out. So the president and CEO of Citigroup Global Markets in Japan, Sunil Bakshi, is the president here. And you guys can see down here, president and CEO of Citigroup, also on the board of directors of the ISDA. So an interesting connection there that I wanted to just make note of. Wanted to thank Cowboy Crypto for that. Speaking of the ISDA, and this one is courtesy of Cypress Domenicore. I got to say, he has been doing some amazing research recently. Also pointed out this fact too, that the ISDA, this is just a letter here from 2020, February 2020. The letter is not the significant part, but I did want to go down here just to show you guys another connection with Ripple and ISDA here. Or was it down here? Right, it was right down here, okay? We can also see down here, there's a guy named Rahul Advani, Director of Public Policy at the ISDA. You guys can see his email address, his phone number. He's also part of the ISDA, and we've heard that name before, haven't we, guys? Rahul Advani also works for Ripple. So also, in my opinion, another big connection here, policy advisor at APAC, for the APAC region. He works for Ripple full-time, has been there since April 2021, in Singapore specifically. But guys, check this out. For 5 years before that, he was at the ISDA, started as a director for public policy, then an interim head of public policy, then the head of public policy in that same region, the Asia Pacific region. So it makes sense that, Ripple had connections to the ISDA for a while now. Since 2021, Rahul Advani has been working with Ripple, and it makes sense now, obviously, to see his connection with the ISDA as well. So we're seeing these connections, I think, creep up, and the ISDA news was big news from a few days ago. Wanted to thank Cowboy Crypto, obviously, and Cypress Domenicore originally for posting that. Michael Branch also mentioning this. Forbes says China just made a significant game-changing move that could impact XRP price. Now, what does that mean? China's cryptocurrency landscape witnessed a seismic shift as Hong Kong issued its inaugural licenses within a freshly minted crypto framework. Forbes has argued that the move could significantly impact the XRP market and other crypto assets, as the development represents opening doors to a broader spectrum of crypto traders, guys. So, game-changing move. The trading license in Hong Kong is going to open up more trading for crypto traders in China, and it could affect the prices of Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB Coin, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, Tron, Polygon, and Solana. So this is what they're saying here. According to Forbes, unveiling the inaugural licenses, a culmination of Hong Kong's revamped crypto framework has thrust local exchanges into the spotlight. Among the first recipients were crypto exchanges Hashkey and OSL. Notably, these licenses now bestow upon the platforms the privilege of catering to Hong Kong's retail clientele, departing from their erstwhile focus only on professional investors. Who wrote this? Forbes quoted a spokesperson from Hashkey saying the trading platform navigated a streamlined pathway to secure the renewed license. According to the rep, the move facilitates an expansion beyond catering solely to seasoned investors and now encompasses retail investors as well. So the retail part of this, guys, that is going to be what's going to get this market up and rallying. Think about just how many more people, even in the US, okay, don't even think about China, think about the US, how many more people now know about crypto? You think about now compared to before, okay, when we were seeing, the market rally significantly, but at this point in time, even less people were in crypto, and even 2014, 2015, 16, 17, even less were in crypto. So because we have regulation, because it's in Congress, because more coins are going to be regulated, namely one of the most important ones, XRP, this is going to bode well for, in China, they're saying it's going to bode well for a handful of coins. In the US, guys, think about it. XRP, Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum. Well, XRP and Bitcoin for sure definitely have that clarity, and those are the only two right now that have that clarity. So it's going to get really, really interesting this time around. We've also got this from Metaco, guys. We know Ripple just recently purchased Metaco. Read this interview by Global Custodian to find out why Metaco won 2 major awards at Global Custodian's Leaders in Custody Awards 2023. Here we have the article, and I will link it in the description of the video. It's a little older, however, I think very significant considering Ripple's most recent move to purchase Metaco. Their digital asset custody and orchestration platform, Harmonize, have established itself as a global institution standard for digital asset services selected by notable global custodians, sub-custodians, and innovative custodian scale-ups. Metaco's technology underpins existing and new institutional commercial offerings, which will radically change the capital markets in the decades to come, such as tokenization and digital asset custody platforms, blockchain-enabled payments and settlement services, wallet services embedded in DeFi apps, etc. Metaco's mission-critical platform, Harmonize, has been mandated for strategic projects by 6 out of the 10 largest global custodians after intensive due diligence and technical proof of concepts. Notable new publicly announced clients of Metaco during the period include Citi, BNP Paribas, Société Générale, Deca Bank, DZ Bank, VP Bank, and Archak. So that's very interesting too. Metaco did win Global Custody Leaders in Custody Awards 2023. And they also won Global Custody Leaders in Custody Asia Awards for 2023. Notice too here, some of these companies were Ripple partners. Citi, BNP Paribas, Société Générale, I believe is another one. How do you plan to build the success going forward? Well, Metaco's market transaction led to being acquired for $250 million in May 2023 by Ripple, a leading provider of enterprise blockchain and crypto solutions. So Metaco, being acquired is obviously part of their plan. So great news there. Also wanted to mention this. An older clip, well, not too old, but I wanted to bring it up because this is Swift, okay? And they are stating here, for the record, the payment space is now cool because of what? Crypto and fintech. Not because of what you were doing before Ripple hit the scene, but what you are doing now because Ripple has hit the scene. This one courtesy of ISO 20022. Let's do it. Listen to this.
I guess the biggest change that's taken place in my 26-year career in payments is that payments has become cool. And, why has it become cool? It's become cool because of crypto, because of fintech, because of instant payments, because of, tokenization, because of big tech interest in the space. And it's never been a better time to work in payments. I don't think that payments is a zero-sum game. There's not a limited number of transactions that all of the players are fighting over. In fact, the payments market will become enormously bigger. The payments market can become 10 times bigger in terms of volumes, at least. And the reason for that is if you think about the types of transactions that exist in today's platforms and ride-sharing platforms, for example, those transactions just didn't exist before. So I think it's a fantastic time to be in the payment space. But there's a lot to debate. And one of the fundamental things that I think we need to debate is, whether or not the format of money may change. Because the world that we all live in at the moment is a world of account-based commercial bank money. That's the dominant form of, digital payments. In second place is account-based electronic money or stored value or prepaid, whatever you want to call it, which has also got hundreds of millions of customers. But there are new kids on the block. There are new formats of money potentially about to reach the mass market. Tokenized central bank liabilities, tokenized stable coins, and indeed the original, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So we're in for an interesting time, but I guess my underlying point is, I'm really pleased that payment.
So these are unprecedented times, and did you hear him say that the payment space, even though we are seeing a large payment space today, it is just going to grow, and he didn't even flinch when he said it could be 10 times bigger than it is today. And this is an employee of Swift, and he's saying it's because of technologies like fintech, i.e. DLT technology, i.e. RippleNet. That is the reason why this is happening. Just to give you guys a sense of how big Swift is currently, okay? And these numbers haven't changed for a while. However, I do think that this number is likely bigger today. Swift messages direct the transfer of nearly $5 trillion worldwide each day. So that's what it is each and every single day. In contrast to FedWire and chips, a Swift message may travel directly from a U.S. financial institution to a foreign institution or vice versa. In practice, Swift is the primary method for international fund transfer messages, but they're looking at nearly $5 trillion a day, guys. So you add that multiplier on there, 10x. Think of the money that's going to be going through $50 trillion daily. A possibility now because Ripple, XRP, and DLT technology is taking over the space. Remember what Brad Garlinghouse was asked at this event for central bankers back in 2019? When the liquidity, will there be a run on XRP?
The question, and Brad, this is an honest question. Ripple is, one of your products is to distribute liquidity through the payments system. So the question is, could there be a run on Ripple? In other words, everybody wants your liquidity. Nobody wants to provide it because there is a scenario where people develop doubts for good reasons or bad about the system.
All the central banks will eventually be clamoring for XRP liquidity, of course. It doesn't hurt that now we have the clarity in the United States. This is why XRP has to command a high enough price. In order to succeed, you cannot have a $15 trillion a day market without XRP commanding a high enough price to provide that liquidity. David Schwartz has said it too, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.